All right. Hey, everyone. Jay the Caffeinator here. This time we're going to do reviews in the car. So, my daughter's had an appointment. So, I purchased 3 different charging adapters for the Osmo Pocket 3. So, we're going to do an unboxing. We're going to take a look at build quality kind of thing. I obviously can't film connecting them to the Osmo Pocket 3 because I'm filming with the Osmo Pocket 3. So that part I'm not sure about. But obviously 2, the k&fconcept and the newer NEEWER, and this one is by, I'm trying to remember, this is supposed to be by Small Rigs, I thought. So the box is significantly smaller. However, I have a feeling that they're probably all going to look very similar to one another. So Amazon's Black Friday Black Friday pricing going on. So this one came in about $15. The newer came in at I believe it was $12 and change, so $13. And then the Small Rigs one came in at $12 and change. So I will obviously go back, fix the numbers if I need to. Hopefully, while I'm doing this, I will overlay the pricing for each one. So let's open them, shall we? All right. K&F for theirs. I had looked before and seen, sorry a second. Quick caffeine break. All right. So, okay. That's a screw wrench. Oh, I know what that's for, yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. So, the k&f comes with the charging adapter. At first, I was trying to understand why, for a little bit more, you could get 2 quick disconnect pads by k&f, and then realized they're not the charging port style, so I can't, I couldn't connect something and plug that in. Typically I wind up plugging in my lavalier mics. So k&f one, not bad. It's all metal except for the rubber, obviously, around the charging port there. So let's see here. So the flip downs are just like the others. Oh, come on. So these flip down so they can be used with the, like the action camera connectors. And that's what this screw is then there for. So the 2 can be connected. So understanding why that is in the package. So that part makes sense. I don't think I'm going to put the charging base back into its plastic bag. So, but I mean, it's good. All metal. The quick release levers You know, they work. They're also metal. Obviously branding, anodized in the K&F colors. So not too bad. Let's go to the newer model. And they have plastic seals on theirs. So just undo the one side. Pop it open here. Desiccant and the manual, I guess you would say. So the newer one is just the charging base. Comes in some, fairly decent quality packaging of foam, recyclable cardboard. Same thing, all metal. So the one difference with newers, okay. So the flip ups to, lock down into an action camera or whatever, if you have one, they are definitely tighter. And it looks like these are just single pin that go through each of those. For newer, let's see if you can see this, they have a magnet that kind of holds the metal down. Obviously, you've got the quarter thread connector for any of your other camera gear. Company logo. Let's see if that'll. There we go. I had it too close. On the other side, it says it's for the Osmo Pocket 3. Do I have this? I apologize. I may have all this backwards so you can't read it. So, pretty good quality. They look to be very similar sized. Let's see here. Both flat on the front, curved on the back where the charging displays are. So the difference is, I guess if you can kind of see it that way. So for the newer, they have the magnets plus there's, it's wide open there to grab that. The issue that I see here with the K&F is that you have to kind of get your thumb in there or your nail or whatever to get in. It's just the one that I'm having an issue with. But the hinge is much looser on that. Now, okay, so that's what the K&F has on there. Okay, so the K&F also, I guess they have it on both sides. Yep. So they have a magnet as well. However, it's on the, it's on the little flap to kind of hold it closed. Whereas the newer just has the permanently installed magnet, to kind of hold it there in place. Little different. Okay. Let's kind of slide that there. More silica that I can keep, not throw out. I have to show you guys what I do with my little leftover silica packets. We're not 3D printing, so I don't need to keep any filament dry. But okay, that was weird. Okay, that side's got a sticker, so that's not really. There we go. That side will work. Okay. Cardboard. Not too bad. Okay, it's in a plastic wrapper. Number 7, recyclable. Supposedly, I do not have number 7 recycling where I live. We actually have a fairly robust recycling program where I live in Virginia. So, and I actually don't live too far from the recycling center. So I am not going to be able to pronounce that. So it's YUI YIC. So this one is still, just the same as the others. They're metal. They all have the little rubber base for when connecting their quarter thread on the bottom, and the the flip ups for connecting to a quick cam. Now, the ones on this model are, so let's see if you guys can kind of see it here. So on this side, that is really, really thin. I would grab my micrometer to read it, my outside mic. But it also does have the magnet like the K&F does. Actually. Okay, so the only difference in theirs, it's almost the same thickness, just from me eyeballing it. It has a slightly different setup where, okay, so where K&N has the entire, this part right here is all the same across for thickness of weight, or thickness of metal rather. This one does not. Let's back it up just a little bit. All right, so same thickness here, and then this one has got the smaller cutout. I'm guessing that's probably for other setups or other I guess it depends on what action cam you're jacking it into. So this, the hinge is really loose. Does not take much to jostle it. Now, granted, the magnet's going to keep it closed, so I know that's not really a problem for that. So, but they're all obviously extremely similar in design. Let's see here. So the bases are all about the same. This one is, okay. Yeah. The newer, sorry, I keep saying newer. Let's see here. The USB-C female port on this seems a little, seems not as thick, maybe as the one on newer, or the K&F one. There you've got, all three of those. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, one thing that is very different is the latch mechanism. These really protrude pretty far out there. Obviously, K&Fs are not textured, but they're, I can almost say it's molded. Newer and K&F have the exact same. Let's see. Let me hold that up for you. So it has the same, obviously these are identical, just, orange anodized versus silver anodized. This is blue anodized, but it doesn't even have that compared to the others. Here, so you can see the difference between the blue and the orange, and I'll hold it that way. So you can see how much further out, right, that the blue one is. So the same height up. I mean, I'm going to guess that they all latch on the exact same. So I mean, obviously they all should do their jobs well. I may have a follow-up on this, kind of maybe to test the USB connectivity speed. Maybe. Trying to think what else would be on there, kind of thing. So who knows? I already have, take this off of here. I can do it without jostling the camera too much. So I already have the Ulanzi model. Now granted though, the Ulanzi that I got also comes with this nice mini tripod. I mean, I've seen a lot of other review people that have gone over this. The mini tripod is perfect. I mean, it works really, really well compared to the base tripod that comes with the Osmo Pocket 3 from DJI. It's good and spring loaded. This comes with a actually, for a second I almost thought it came with a Allen wrench, but it doesn't. I was thinking of the Allen wrench for something else. So, but I mean, you can tighten it by hand. I just use my thumbnail for the final piece to tighten it with. But I mean, even this is, same design. This one just does not stick out as far. So there is that. I apologize. This is in a mirrored format. Apparently when I flipped it over, I thought I had it set for everything to be written left to right or right to left, and I screwed that up before I started recording. So, and I don't think I'm going to go back and redo all of this. So now I have 4. My biggest thing is kind of to have these for hooking up to different items. Most likely the K&F one I am going to hook on to my selfie stick / tripod, right? That one extends to like 60 some inches. I think it's a 69, inch selfie stick. Nice kind of setup. So that is my review of these. For a couple of dollars difference for each one, depending on what you're getting them for. I guess if you're looking for aesthetics or whatever you need, the build quality is, they're, really, really a lot the same. Let me take a look at this one thing on the Ulanzi real quick. Actually, I don't even know if it has the, yeah. See, yeah, the Ulanzi one doesn't have the flips. So, but this also comes kind of packaged with this, with the mini tripod. So it doesn't really need the adapter. I think I have a couple of these now. I believe the other one that I actually have came with my K&F selfie stick. So that is my review. Do I have a recommendation? Guess it kind of depends on how much you want to spend. I mean, it's a couple of dollars difference depending on where you get it and from whom, or if like there's a certain, like, I need it like right away. So thank you for watching. Hope you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching my review of these USB charging quick changers for the Osmo Pocket 3. Caffeinator out.